Okay. Hold on, guys. Here, Risotto has immortalized this round between Passy and Shake in a poem, an original Risotto, Passy and Shake. I think this is worth a readout.
Go for it.
Shall we do this? So this is a poem from Risotto, and it goes like this: Passy and Shake, a clash set to ignite. Germany versus Malta, Passy's might. Victory claimed. Germany stands tall. Passy's strategy overpowering all. Brits against Sweden, a fierce exchange. Forward bases battled, misplays in range. Passy stumbles, a loss on the field. Learning from defeat, strength soon revealed. Game 3 arrives, Shake Spain takes a chance. Fast industrial revolt, a risky dance. But Passy's France, a force to behold. Shake's fate sealed, victory unfolds.
My man.
Well, thank you, Risotto. What a treat. And
We got a
did
little
not
Edgar
know
Allan Poe in the chat here because his name really is Ed.
did not know that you could create such fine literature.
Or Chat
What a-
GPT.
What a chat GPT.
Very nice. Oh,
Wow. There you go, Shake and Passy. You've been immortalized in the tomes of AoE 3 legends. You should put that on the Liquipedia website.
There we go. We have our game set. We have Lookton versus Konsensus. Are you guys ready for these games? We have Ottomans against
hold up,
Mexico.
Caverna, before
Yeah?
you start. I think
Sure.
you're gonna have to do the predictions.
Oh,
I
where
think
are
you're
our
gonna have
mods?
to pay out the people and then start a new one.
Yeah. We have mods on the chat right now. Nick, AoE.
Oh, okay. Here, I got it.
Please pay the people.
All
The
right.
people need the money.
Yeah, Nick, make the prediction. I just paid out the people. Make the new one. All right, so as Caverna said, we're gonna be starting. We have Looktom as Ottoman, and we have Konsensus playing Mexico.
You are a mod on my channel, aren't you, Crab?
I am.
Okay, good. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Age of Empires 3.
Wait.
Go.
All right, hold up. Whoever made this prediction, you messed up. It still says Shake and Passy.
Please, update.
Please.
Important. We predict the
All right,
prediction.
there we go. Someone fixed it.
Well done.
All right,
Let's go.
let's roll.
All right, look, Tom playing Ottomans is one of his mains. Actually, was pretty much his main for a long time. So I think it's a very comfortable place for Luke Tom to be playing the Ottomans. And Ottomans like being the strongest has ever been into the Age of Empires 3 franchise. So finally getting some love because of the, as people call it, the bottle, because he got the free villagers. There's always been a lot of hate and a lot of people saying it's the noob sieve. But I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Also on the Konsensus side, we have Mexico, one of the strong sieves from the DLCs, very strong sieve, a lot of potential, a lot of diversity. It's gonna be a battle of trying to take Luke Tom here unprepared to a strategy where we have very strong units from the other side here, H3, a lot of momentum, and it's gonna be this kind of battle you're gonna see today. And what do you think about this matchup, guys?
Well, for one, Tom is obviously returning player. I don't know how familiar he is with everything Mexico can do. I think that gives Konsensus a slight edge. I do think that Mexico is going to be rushing H2. I think this is a short map. It's a great map. I think those pikes, insurgents, I believe they're called, can do quite a lot. I think Abus are going to have a hard time dealing with those speedy pikes that could just run on top of everything.
No, that's true.
And mass quite well. It's potential that we might see a Central American revolt and we might see some Falc action. I do believe that Konsensus is going to want to slow down Tom's H2, if not prevent it. Tom is probably not going to play H2 if I had to assume, but there is potential that he might, just because of how short the map is. He might just think that, there's no way that I can't make something early. I'm gonna need to definitely stay on top of my scouting and paying attention and seeing what he's doing. It's really a matter if the hacienda moves forward or not.
Here comes a llama from Mexico to put on his hacienda, and the hacienda is being thrown forward from Mexico. Here, I don't know. I like this matchup. I think it's a very strong matchup. I think both guys have a chance of winning here. So very curious to see what's gonna happen. We do see here now Tom going
I'm
for
getting
80 coin
basically
as well
free vision.
himself. Oh, he's going. He's back. He's
I'm
going back.
getting lucky and just the hacienda like basically walking into his lap, letting him know exactly what's going on. He knows that he's gonna be getting rushed. There's gonna be pressure now. He's gonna have to be
Well,
careful.
this is a very standard as well from getting line of sight, getting map control from Mexico doesn't necessarily mean anything per se. But yeah, I do see that. Okay, I know where it's gonna be at least. I don't, I don't necessarily think it means like okay, I'm going to H3 or I'm going to push you H2 a lot. But I think this kind of is expected from Mexico. I think the pikes are strong. I think it is a very viable strategy. But will it work well against the Ottomans? The Ottomans could be going to Hamburachi. They also can be doing I don't know all sort of things. I've seen people doing zaps and Abu Gunners. I don't think Janissaries will be good here, but look, Tom also is very keen on the double barracks Janissary rush, Janissaries rush, and I don't think that's gonna be good here. But let's see if what he's gonna bring.
It looks to me like Luktam is going to go straight. Well, he's extending 700 wood first, but he did 10-10. Let's have a look at his deck, shall we? See what he's got in mind.
Yeah, I just want to see. Okay, got the wood right. Yeah. Wow.
FI, Italy, water. So it looks like he's going to go for an FI. I'm not sure that that's exactly how he's going to have to pan out because he's going to have to respond to Consensus's early aggression. And Consensus, I believe, was sending those Navajo riflemen, which are incredibly good at raiding. I think they can just one-shot villagers as they come out, but also they're going to be really effective at countering Janissaries. I do think they're a fantastic move to start with.
Yeah, I think Consensus has done his homework. I think he knows that Tom likes to do a double rack, so I think that's why he's also playing the Navajo. Like you said, it's going to be great for raiding. Ottoman early on doesn't really have a lot of vills, even though they are free. So the eco can be denied quite nicely.
Here comes 5
We see
Janissaries.
Janissary coming out.
Oh, so there we go. We have the sort of things that I used to do. I remember I was talking to Tom and said he's doing double barracks. I do artillery foundry the barracks at least because he got those double gunners is way better. He's doing something that actually I do myself. But there we go. You have Consensus putting pressure here, getting those 5 Janissaries out of the way and sieging straight away for the artillery foundry. If that goes down, it's gonna Lookton's gonna be in a big trouble here. Those Navajos gonna do a lot of work here. There are 10 of them. We got Minutemen being called. Those spikes now going down. However, the Navajo focusing on them. Oh, with the 4 Abu Gunners pop here, that forces Consensus to retreat. I think that's exactly what he should be doing right now. That's a right call to go back.
Yeah, I think this is good. The Hajuks are very good. Consensus getting them called also very nice.
Yeah, the
Bit of a waste, not gonna lie. I think Chiss is right
he
about
fell
that. I think that was a
invisible.
bad Minutemen call. We do see some invisible units over here. Sneaky, sneaky. Gonna pick up one Vill. He doesn't shoot.
He hesitated, and the wall has been dropped, and then barely idling that villager, and back to work, back to building that wall. That wall actually is gonna stop every current push from Consensus at this moment. He's gonna have to go around the base. I don't think that's gonna be that viable anymore. This map is very this is what I'm saying. This map, so much choke points. It's really hard to actually get into your base. A little segment of wall like this will stop any push. Anybody will be able to go into an H3 here if he wishes so. Just the amount of units he'll be able to defend himself, I think. However, you see a lot of bikes coming now. He got 13 insurgents and still with the 10 Navajo shipments.
Yeah, so just a pike skirm,
Riflemen.
early aggression from Mexico here. I don't know how big of a fan I am of that. I think pure pike could have been more aggressive, more effective here personally. I think they're fast. Just could have been raiding from multiple angles. We're
But he's
not really
going.
seeing much idle time here from Otto, so I think he's kind of just playing exactly how he wanted. He's smooth sailing.
What do you think about this? He's going to Salteadores with the
Those are skirm, so he's
with
just
the
complimenting
stable.
the Navajo, exactly.
So
And
he's
we could
going
maybe
100%
see
on
some
H2 play here. He wants to stay in H2. And he has a lot of shipments to send still. Got any surgeons, Salteadores, the famous Chinacos that can do a lot of hurt here into
yeah,
Lux
good
Dawn's
unit
base.
for sure.
I want to see this
Avis are
fight.
out on the field now. We see them trying to snipe. Getting some good volleys. Some Minutemen in the front there. They need to pull back. Vil gonna get caught out. Avis on the prowl. Getting tons of value, honestly. Only losing a market. Really not a big deal. He's aging up now. He needs to get those Vils to train this wall ASAP.
I think
Oh boy.
he will be
Avis are gonna
blocking the
be going
Navajos.
down for sure right now.
Yeah, there's no wall, there's no gates
Pretty
in
good
there,
value still. Avis are getting kills here.
so there's no gate over here, so he can't really go into the other side. However,
Yeah.
the pig
He
can,
is
the
trapped,
bike
but
can.
those 4 Avis killed quite a bit, man.
Well, he had 13. Let's see how much he has now. Sorry, I'm on the other side. So 7. So he managed to kill 5. And he had 10 Navajos. Where's the Navajos? 5. They killed 5 Navajos. That's huge. That's a lot of Navajos that went down right now. Is he focusing on the Navajos on the... I wonder. No, actually, he's focusing the pike. I think the
No,
pike's low HP. And also the only ones that can also... Oh, I also have the Salteadores, which we forget. So
Well,
actually...
he's just probably thinking about siege, and by far the
Yes.
pike are better than them. So he knows that
Exactly.
if he takes those out, I mean he's Ottoman. There's a bunch of cav that you can make, ship whatever you need to take out skirm. I don't think he's really that worried about it. He's more worried
Correct.
about those pikes.
That's the only thing that
I'd
can
like
do
to
any
see
siege power.
Tom's
You're
point
right.
of view, see what shipment he's going with first. We see the Chinacos are out. He's not even H3 yet, so he's got 2 shipments stacked. We don't see too much resource. I mean, he doesn't have enough food for the spy. He doesn't have enough coin for the Mamluks. He can't ship Bosniaks.
This is funny.
Oh, he's down to 15 villagers and 11 of them are idle. It's not looking good. And those Navajo doing work, still alive. Just constantly been dishing out damage
Just
with them.
killing out bills, easy. There's Avis. Aged with Avis here.
There goes Navajo.
The Chinacos are on top of them already. Great play by Konsensus.
Okay, he did a small
There we
stopping
go.
there to siege a little bit of the town center. And now they're
I think
gonna
that was
go
just
in.
a slight mistake here. He's going to come back
Avis
for
are
them.
getting chased here. Chinacos are on.
I mean,
We see Tom just kind of trapped here. Now we see Soldados out here just sieging with the pike. A very, very
I
powerful
don't think
must
he
unit.
liked the wall segment there.
Look, Tom, I like what Look Tom's trying to do. He is trying to create a little choke point that he can pop his units and jump in and out of the gates and somehow not get snared. So I don't know if it'll work though. It does need a gate there. The gate comes in, but there is a hole in the wall. The Chinacos come in, change their mind. It's an absolute AoE 3 pathing
He
nightmare. If you ask
forgets
me.
that the counter system changed it, so now that unless you have the anti-unit, you do no damage to the cav. So he really should have taken those Abus and just focused the infantry there. That was a blunder. They do absolutely no damage to cav now.
We
as
do have
do
8
other light
soldados in the
infantry.
field right now. Or just here, let me just... Yeah, they are here already. We got 7.
This TC is going down, and
It's
the game
calling
is
GGs.
called. He put an S
GG.
down. He got
The
his
Fox
build.
are come. Yeah, the Fox come just too late. The pressure is just too strong. Was caught off guard and losing all his buildings, all the idling, and taking the win here. I really like to see this win from Konsensus here. I like that he decided that he had this strategy. I'm gonna stick with Wage 2, and he went for it. This is all in. But the minute that this doesn't work, he loses the game. But managed to pull it through and actually taking a win for Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I think Mexico played good. He definitely got a good amount of damage off it. His pressure was pretty relentless. There was never really a moment where he wasn't getting good value. Again, this is where I'm saying Tom being a returning player, you might not know that Navajo do so great versus Vils. They could go invisible and do these things. I'm sure he hasn't seen too many Chinacos since he's been back. And, just little things like this. I think he did great. I think that he didn't realize the pathing of these units being so great. He even said in the chat, without using the pillar for the wall, these pikes can just get right through. He's absolutely correct. I think he did the right strat here. And I wasn't exactly meaning like he doesn't know the counter system, but it was updated to now where skirm, bow, and light infantry and other units such do not do as much damage to heavy cav or hand cav, hus, etc., etc. They're trying to balance it out.
Yeah, I do love to see that. Actually, one of the you gotta do say good praise the developers when they do the right things. I
Yeah,
like
that
counter
was a great
systems.
change in my
I like
personal
counter
opinion. I
systems.
think this was a good addition. But enough on that. We're going to be going into game 2 on Saguenay, and we have Tom playing as Aztec, and we have Konsensus playing Germany here. I think this is extremely good for Aztec personally. I think Erks are incredibly hard for Germany to deal with, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I don't expect Konsensus to go water here. I don't expect Tom to go water. It's just going to be an age 2 game.
So here we have the market being dropped in. We do have the extra coin, so that's bought the wood so we can actually build a house. And let's look on the right corner of the map. Look, Tom playing Aztecs, dropping straight away the community plaza, going for experience. Actually, it does have a warrior priest over there, so right back to work. Going for a 100-foot treasure. That's huge here for Aztecs just now. So let's I don't want to do the lock, but here we go. Already have a abundant rifleman to the aid of the treasure.
Great treasure guardian to convert. Gonna help him take other future treasures.
But let's go. Taking away a crack shot from the opponent is huge as
Oh
well.
boy. Konsensus said, no, you're not getting a native army, not on my watch. Now chasing down Tom, it's quite funny to see the European explorer chasing down a TWC explorer. Usually it's the other way around. But
Right.
today the roles have been reversed. We have the Eagle Runner Knight, or not Eagle Runner
The
Knight,
Eagle
the
Scout.
Eagle Scout, excuse me. With him, he's just going to run away. Consensus
Well,
given up. He's going to go back, get some treasures, get some more value. He realizes it's a waste of time to chase this guy.
so giving the explorer name for the Aztecs explorer, you can actually know his strategy. We can tell just by the name. It's a big Russia. I think that's what you're going to be seeing here. Let's see. Actually, I'm actually. Oh, Dietrich.
I'm
Oh, I don't know
expecting
what that
some
means.
Jeramuno Perez level Aztec rush here from Tom. He does enjoy his classic game play, like old school strats. The double Jan rush from Double
Losing the
Racks is
treasure.
older strat.
That's huge for
Tom's
consensus
gonna
here.
lose this treasure.
90
90
food.
food stolen.
What the fuck
Tom
being
is
called?
pissed right now.
He's running away from the explorer. I don't see this often. This is funny. He's on low
Consensus
HP
is
though.
saying very nice.
It's nice. I like.
Thank you. So Tom is pissed. He's out of here. He doesn't want to lose this explorer. He needs him.
So he can
Doesn't want to
send
give that
May
XP away.
analyze twice. Oh, that card is great.
It's a very good card from the look of it. I like the Hulkins. They're very strong. Like I said, I'm expecting a good old Perez Jaramuno type strat here.
Yeah,
Maybe a
there's a
little
lot of
Jaster
military units
level
H2.
Aztec rush.
Aztecs can do anything. They can go H3. You wouldn't even notice because you look in a deck like this. You can say he can do H2. He can do an FF. You don't even know what they're gonna do. You have to scout. They need the explorer alive, and I think that he's doing a pretty good job since the Aztecs explorer so low on health, that goes into Konsensus' favor, don't you think?
Yeah, I think
resting
that
there.
90 food's huge. I think that's gonna give him a nice age up. I mean, I wouldn't say this is really gonna favor him, but if he's gonna do an FF timing, I think it definitely helps.
Okay, so look, Tom gathering.
Tom talking to Consensus, they're having a little conversation.
Yeah.
And we see some hurting coming in from Tom right now. Consensus looks like he's killing the Eagle Scout. He's had enough of it. Tom can't even do anything to help him right now. His Explorer's way too low HP.
Right.
Gonna go down. Germany
So having the boat here
trying to
with
just
the dock
scout.
on the
We
top.
see a boat from Germany. We don't see
Gotta
that too often.
You gotta love to see that. And
We do love to see that. Also, the good thing about what Consensus did here is he just denied Tom from being able to scout him. He's probably expecting a rush, but he's still going water. I mean, you got to see the balls on this guy here. But
it's not a
it's
boom
going to be
water deck. It's
interesting.
just like a anti-water deck. And I don't think Luke Tom is expecting him to go heavy on water with Germany either. But I think the logic with Consensus probably can be that if Luke Tom does rush, he might be idling too much. So let's just gather wood here and use the boats instead. At least we have some income. But he will be able, like, I like the walls. I think the walls is a plus if he wants to.
He's just trying to give himself a little cover. He knows
Right.
that the rush is coming, or at least that's what he's expecting. He can't get idled on water. I mean, realistically, unless Aztec decides to commit. I mean, which he's gonna have to dedicate wood to.
Right.
I don't think Consensus is too worried about that. I mean, a German pro would have to correct me on this, but I do believe even if you go water with Germany, you still want to chop for that transition TP. I know I'm at least from what I know, you want that trade post during transition as Germany, even if you go water. So I think that's a bit of a mistake from him.
So
Other than that, yes, we see him scouting now. He sees the war hut, so he knows that his spidey senses are tingling for a reason. He was right about it. There is going to be a rush from Aztec here.
ooh, the
Oh
Puma.
shit, here come the pike. He's got to get out of there. He doesn't want to throw these around. He definitely wants to get some value out of them. There's the 5 pike. We see Meshaletin or
Has been
Totens
switched.
or whatever they were
He
renamed.
switched that to a crossbow.
Yes, so maybe he's gonna go a little crossbow action. Crossbow Ulan, I'm expecting maybe from Consensus here, or maybe we could even see some DOP crossbow, which would be even better. This is a big mass right now coming from Tom. 5 more pikes coming even behind this. Consensus doesn't know if he should be committing or what. He's worried right now. We see more crossbow coming out. Another shipment from Tom already. The XP this man's generating, incredible. Consensus must be popped. He's building a house. Don't worry, man. You're losing a lot of crossbow. The pop's going to free itself up. Coyote Runner getting shipped plus made now. Sieging 2 houses. Couple units backing off. Feels like he did some damage.
Yeah, he's definitely housed, so that
We
definitely
don't
is gonna
see
have
many
some
boats
impact.
coming from Consensus here, unfortunately, though. That's the problem. We only see 3. We don't see any more in queue. He's shipping crossbow.
I think the water was more
Explorer
like
is
a.
still
This is more
MIA.
like a complementary sort of economy instead of actually committing into the water. Then.
I like these walls. These walls are helpful. Unfortunately, that Ulan's going to go down. There's just a random 1 pike up there.
Yeah,
Tom just
he's
throwing
definitely scouting
more and more
everywhere.
on the fire here, building up quite a big army.
Let's see what they can. Let's see. Well, I want to see what Tom can see because I think he's sort of like definitely scouting with those pumas everywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's
shift
looking for
clicking.
these Ulan raids. It's smart that he's spacing these out. Also, Caverna, could you zoom out just a little bit?
Zoom out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
too
Just
much?
give us a little bit wider range. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
All right, Tom going back on the offensive here. He feels like he's pretty covered on as far as the Ulan raids. We do see 2 Ulan coming behind Tom's base. They're kind of being forgotten. Consensus is probably pretty focused right now on what's ahead of him right here.
Oh, you got Ravenak wall here.
We do see a little crisscross wall here. That's good. Double wall. This wall is just going down like it's paper right now. The
Oof.
amount of Puma we have, it's
Jeez.
incredible. That we have Coyote Runners. This is going to be troublesome. This could basically be GG
Woo.
almost.
This is
Switch to
GG.
Germany's perspective. We see 700 wood coming. I don't think these Ulan are going to get any value, unfortunately. I was hoping for a DOP shipment, but we don't see it. We see a lot of wood. This could be getting invested into boats like we were talking about. He actually scares Tom off. This is crazy. The Minuteman popping on the wrong side. That is huge.
Oh,
He
I
still
mean,
doesn't have his Explorer back in here. We need the Explorer. Imagine if we were in snare mode. I don't know if it's down, but we've been getting free Ulan during shipment, so this is a mistake here. Tom somehow did not crush that fight. I thought for sure that would have been the game there. Now I'm not certain. Scores dropping 1,000 points down. Decent mass from our guy Konsensus. Queuing those boat production back up. I'd like to see some Vills in queue here. Tom said, you know what? What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. He's coming back for thirds. He's ready to push again. He knows that he's got to put his foot down on the gas. He's like, fuck this wall. Nope, I'm actually kidding. I'm talking about the market. Backs off of it. Goes back in with the Coyote. We see it, the Puma focusing the town center. I think this is the right call. I think we just need to see some micro here. We see a DOP shipment coming. This could be massive, especially if it comes out on the Tauntauns. Crossbow and melee there. A couple Coyotes still left. These DOPs are about to hit.
will they pop at the right place? They will. Look at the ship.
Oh my
There we
god,
go.
the DOPs
That's
right on top of
huge.
the mace. This is exactly what
This is
Konsensus
huge.
needs right now. The Puma backing up. Tom is in retreat mode right now. He does not know what to do. Big mass from Konsensus here. A lot of momentum from Aztec out the window.
Yeah, I would like to see those Pumas involved in the fight a little bit more. They were able to siege half of this town center. Maybe I will get the houses or get the market, get the barracks, or even be involved in the fights to the snaring point with the Coyote. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the only thing I would have liked to seen from Konsensus here is that his Explorer was more involved in snaring and just tanking and stuff like that. I'm gonna say it. This game is over. I don't think Tom has any chance now, personally.
Lost a lot of momentum.
Yeah, Aztec really needs to get a lot of damage off early if it's not going to do a timing FF. I think he had the right intentions. I think he did the right things. That one fight just went confusing to me. I thought it looked like he had it won, and it just did not go well. So
Yeah, that looks
I'm
really
thinking
grim.
that it was something happened there, maybe some lag, something of that nature. But extremely well played by Konsensus here.
He's not repairing his town center though. If he's pushed
Yeah, I don't
again,
even think he's worried. I don't think he thinks that
yeah.
Aztec's gonna be coming back with anything scary. He's got a mass. He's doing whatever he wants right now. He's gonna make some dops for some more siege right now. He's just gonna push out.
Or maybe you're just queuing and he might even cancel them. Actually, he's going for it.
No, I think this is the right call. I don't think there's any reason to age. You're just dragging a game on longer
He
than it
does
needs
have a
to
lot
be.
of balls. He needs those dubs for sure. You're right.
You crush a fight. Someone just lost all tempo. There's really no reason to age here. I'm completely supporting
Okay.
Konsensus here and the idea of just massing and ending the game. Tom sending that card. You got the Mayan Hulkins. Look at this incredible mass again. It's just absolutely mind-boggling how Aztec can lose a mass the same size as this, basically like 1.5 times and come back again.
But those bows that were remaining on the last fight, they are way cheaper compared to the units. However, yeah, we do have a massive remass here from Lukton, but he's going away.
These bow are just pushing up. I don't know where the Dobbs are. Maybe Konsensus forgot about them. He's kind of like, whoa, what's going on here? I need that. Anti-cav.
His Explorer is chilling here, like the
Yeah, his
whole
Explorer's
duration of
chilling
the
there. He's
match.
just focused on, getting attacks in and stuff like that. He wants to just be focused on the fight, microing, shit like that. Coyote
Okay, I
back on the
wanna.
field. I think this is the right call. I think that Puma was good, but mainly needed the Tuntons and the Coyote.
Very diverse military here from Lukton.
Yeah, I mean, Aztec is in a good spot as far as unit comp. The problem is eco and just
Oh,
I don't think he
that's
can
gonna be
clean up a
huge.
fight.
Oh, he comes
Oh, he
back.
pulls back.
He
And I
pulls
still don't
back.
think that he sees the boats, which is a big problem.
That's a good pressure from Konsensus here, because if that wasn't for him showing up here, he would have lost all those villagers.
Yeah, for sure. That's why Tom pulled back. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. We see 5 Coyote
Oh,
just going in. I don't know if that's
but
intentional.
it is. That was
Okay,
just to
he's
take his
kind of
attention
baiting.
and
So
move
here
his
we
army
go.
around.
This could be huge right now. Germany's kind of caught out of place here. The
Yes.
Jaguars are popping out.
Wow.
This is not looking good. We have the TP post here as a choke. Tom is completely
No.
cleaning this up. This is
No.
a huge throw right now by Consensus.
Why did you get out of your base? You had the walls, everything going on for you.
Holy,
I don't know
holy
about
smoke.
this.
This is a
This
major comeback by Grande Tom. Right when you think the game's over and you're just ready to count him out, he just proves to you that, you can't sleep on him, man.
you just gave the Coyotes all the
Muy
time, all the
grande.
space that they wanted.
Consensus is definitely scratching his head right now.
And
He
the
he
Ulan's gonna
doesn't
go
know
down
what the
as
hell
well.
happened. He doesn't know how it's even possible that
Oops.
something like this could happen,
Hey, wait for
probably.
me.
This is crazy right now. This is madness. The
Look at
fact
the
that
speed of that guy. I
Tom
think
has
when
made
he's
a window for
oof.
himself is insane.
I love how they charge. Like, look at that. Look at
Yes,
that. This
both
nair
Ulan
is
just gonna
so
go
nice.
down.
I
But it
love it.
is denying Tom from getting that raid up there. It gives time for Consensus to pull his vills. I don't see them on the map. It doesn't look like they're gathering from up there anymore. So this
Got some
raid is no
pikes.
longer viable. We see some pike there just chilling. More Ulan coming, scouting, getting caught. It's all right though. It's giving us vision. Tom has Consensus contained, but the question is Consensus going to be able to age behind this? Tom is committing. He's shipping the Hulkins again.
Let's have a look. I want to see how many boats. Six
Okay, we
only.
need 6 boats on the map. That's it. Okay. A
Not
lot of
much
people
to
on wood
show
right
off
now.
right now. We're
Oh
getting a
man,
lot of
resources
hurt.
scarce for Consensus right now.
I like the walls. The
He's
Ulan's have
getting
to
that
back
gate
out.
in. Unfortunately, his army's on the other side of the wall. He really needs to get back over here.
Yeah,
The town
he
center's
needs to get
still
back in
not
the fight.
healed.
Yeah, that's what I
Town,
was saying.
town
That's what
center's
I was
not healed
saying.
right now. This could be bad. He could lose this town center and lose all his option
Ooh,
to age up here.
that's what I was saying. Like, not healing your town
He's
center,
gonna
you
he's forced to
gave
commit now.
this. You actually validated the Puma siege on the first push, and now he
Yes.
has no town center.
And the Hulkins are here. They have great rate of fire. I don't know if Consensus. He might know what unit type they are. I think, but he's outmassed so heavy here. He's no town center. He's got a couple of vills in this fight. Ulan are down. There's still some Jaguars. There's some Puma.
They're anti-cav and good against buildings, so they should not be fighting archers here. They're gonna get crap. What are
Oh
they?
man, this is just not it. The Coyote are on the other side. They were waiting for this moment their entire life.
Oh, that's
They're going
huge.
to absolutely destroy this.
You got some dubs coming up.
A couple Ulan are out, but the Jaguars are there. They're going to do quite a bit of damage. Hulkins are going to eat these up. They have 3 times multiplier. They're basically a
Yeah.
native Issa warrior, similar to Ethiopia.
And actually Dom now switching to villager production.
Villager production. Yeah, he's thinking right now, like, I could just go eco here. He's probably still looking at score and seeing he's behind. He's probably confused. Must know that there's some water gameplay going on here.
Does he know that though? Now he knows.
He knows.
If he didn't know before.
There's a new town center going up. He now sees this. He knows where his next target is. He knows he's got to hit this spot. He's got to clean up these units. If I were him, I'd be going for these houses right now.
Exactly.
I don't need to do
I was
anything
going
else.
to
I
say
just
that.
need to pop my
Barracks
opponent.
first, just in case you don't want to get pops and have to deal with that. So
I
let's
don't believe he has enough units realistically to siege that down completely. I think that realistically he could just siege
These
the
guys
house.
are good
when
at sieging, it
something
was
pops
said.
out.
24.
They're not terrible, but the Puma are better for sure.
How many we have of those? Let me switch this, sorry. Only 3 of them though.
Yeah, so there's not many.
No. What else you have here?
It
Not
does look
much
like he's gonna get the racks down though.
we'll get regardless, because I don't think Consensus wanna commit to defending this anyway. I don't think it's worth it for him. He probably will do something in the back, but he's out of resources as well. He can't really do anything. He does have a second barracks, and oh, there we go. He just made some
Just
11 in
a
the back.
2 batch of Ulan. He's just trying to get anything he can get out right now.
He needs to go for raids with this. To
Yeah,
slow
this
him
is
down.
not the play. He needs to back off with this. He needs to be getting dops out. Well, not dops, but maybe well, yeah, crossbow dop, in my opinion, is just way better than any cav here.
Yeah, this is not looking very good. We do have a lot of reinforcements here from 15 Coyote runners. That's going to put a lot of pressure. Also, some Puma spearmen to help with the siege. And I think the whole idea that he must be booming out behind. He already sent 4 villagers as well. I wonder if he's going to go for 3 warrior priests. So let's see how many warrior priests he has. Just a single one. So yeah, he's sort of like trying to improve his economy on the back. And he's actually producing units. The resource wise, he's actually gonna use his resources. We do have Minutemen called once again, but we have a lot of cav from the shipments plus the ones we made before. Those gonna go down, and then Konsensus will be without any unit to defend himself. That barracks is there making some crossbows, but with that many coyotes on the field, will that be the right call?
Yeah, this is good. We see Tom. He's going to be aggressive. He's finally taken over and score. He's finally getting ahead. He's just going to clean up this last fight.
Yeah, that's clean up. I have no audio. Where's the audio? People should be screaming, pain all over.
Yeah, Consensus is pretty much out here. That's going to be the game. He laughs about it.
GG.
So he's a good sport about it, so that's good.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
that he knows that he could have won this game, but there was mistakes made.
We
It
did
was
not
awesome
invest
to see
much
him
on
with
water.
water.
I would like
Only
to see there
person
be more
so
water.
far that has gone water. I would have liked to seen him have a TP though during transition. I think that was
Miss.
huge. I think that maybe that would have given him more tempo. This could have been even better for him.
We also
This
missed
was a
this.
very good game by Tom. Absolute animal for coming back and winning this game that I counted you out on. This
I
was
don't.
incredible.
Yeah, going out of the base with the archers, with the crossbows. The crossbows is more like, okay, I'm gonna sit on my base. I have walls. I will defend myself. I'm gonna go to H3 or do more defensive units against that actually can defend my crossbows. Then I'm actually gonna get out of my base. I think he go overconfident. He knew
Surprise,
he had some units. So I do not like the push from Consensus to get out of his base. But you know, it is what it is. Now we have look Tom. We need to take in a game from Consensus, and we're gonna
We're gonna
go
be
for the
seeing a
final
game
match.
3 here. It is 1-1.
Exactly.
Incredible, honestly. Tom,
There we
really,
go.
that was impressive, man. Very impressive.
Here, resources gathered. There we go. Beautiful.
It was really great to see water though from Consensus, man.
That's huge. That she managed to come back from this. Okay. Yeah, I do not know about the matchup, but I do love to see this map into this tournament. And here we go. On the top, we have Consensus with the Russians. Whoop, whoop. I'm interlocked into his point of view. And on the south of the map, we've got India here. This map allows. Let's talk about the natives. We didn't really talk about the natives of this map. The Udasi Temple. Are you familiar with the Udasi Temple?
The chakrams, yes, that's the units that they have in there. The chakrams were recently buffed. This is a good native for India, for instance. So they have a tech in there that buffs the explorer's HP by 50%. The rest of the upgrades are strictly for the chakram units, I believe. Oh no, one of them is actually an eco upgrade now. That was part of the change.
50% H points for the explorers. And
You could think of them as a fire thrower, to put into reference, from
really?
Malta.
Are they ranged units?
They're ranged. They throw a grenade incendiary type of thing. It's very similar to fire throwers.
They have like a sword and the blade in
It's
their
a
hands.
ring that's on fire. Yeah.
Oh, like a whip, something.
Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it. It's good for India because the 50% HP is pretty massive, and then
For the
obviously there's just an
explorers?
eco tech. Yeah, 50% HP. Explorers are very underrated. I think in the higher elo you go in, the more you're gonna see like these type of explorers used and to tank and snare and etc.
Right,
So
snaring especially, yeah.
yeah.
In the beginning. Also the
So
other
let's take
ones
a look
are
now at Russia. I want to see the start here. I'm expecting just a market hunting dog house type of play.
okay.
All right, we just see a house that might be standard. I'm not too familiar with the modern day Russia builds. I've watched enough Moonshine, just haven't really
I don't know. He's
remembered.
keeping the 75 foot. Okay, he's coming back for it.
Yeah, he's coming back. He just wanted to crack shot it. Oh no, he's still dealing with
Oh
one
no,
of them.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Interesting.
okay. Very good, very good.
All
You,
right, that is vulnerable to getting stolen though, so that is interesting.
yeah, I guess. But it's right in the corner of the map. Kind of really hard to for him to be there. Unlikely for him to be there.
Yeah, but that is going to help. Russia is going to do very well with that. It's going to have a lot less idle time, and it's going to be up faster. Just all around, it's going to be amazing for them. So let's take a look at India now. We see that Russia's gotten a great treasure for itself. We see its deck. We want to see India. All right, India's got an interesting deck here. Pretty standard, other than that golden card for the patties. That's something that is foreign to me,
Okay.
but I respect it. So let's take a look at India's start here. Let's see what they did. We just see a house. Okay. So both players doing very standard strats, just house, easy
They
micro, easy
both have
macro.
sent the same card. The distributivism.
Yeah, just doing distributivism.
Okay,
Aggro
Agrafort
in base.
defensive.
That's kind of
I like that.
questionable for me.
I
We see an aggro in
don't
base.
you think that's a good thing if we actually said that Russia wants to play is just so look Tom wants to play defensively, no?
Correct. I mean, but if I don't know. My decision is going to be based off of what I scout, and my explorers are in the middle there. I mean, personally, I would not be grabbing a treasure right now. I'd be trying to scout and
Maybe here
figure
would
out
be a
what's
little
going
bit
on.
better because he wants to get that kind of hunt as well into the
Yeah,
mix.
so there's the 3 vills. Look, he
I like
just
this. I
scouted it,
like this. Yeah,
seized it. So this is actually going really. Russia's going incredibly aggressive here.
yeah. That's the only way. If he's gonna rush, he needs to be right in his face. I think this is the way.
Yeah, I also think that this is for just map reasons. This is the proper way to forward base. You want to go to the left of your opponent here. Basically, it's split like a Milano cookie. You know, there's a black and white side, whatever. It's split 50-50. Uh, on the sides, though, your resources are stretched out along the side. They're not mostly towards the TP line. Like you have a mine and one hunt up there, but you have 3 to 4 gold mines on the left side over here, 3 to 4 hunts. So consensus is basically just denying 4 coin mines, excuse me, and 4 hunts. All of the resource that Tom wants. Granted, he does have 3 that still spawn relatively close to his base here. We see muskets being produced by Russia. He's shipping the Strelette. Pretty standard.
Does India know though? It does know.
He's very much aware.
And I like that
Tom just Tom just
he
taking
started
treasures.
hurting this. That's exactly what I was talking about. He needs
Yeah,
to
but he
be
knows that the
thinking.
time's coming. He knows he's got to get these vills on this resource. He's not even going to be able to get a 5 batch. These 5 Sepoy are probably not going to be any use at all. But
He's
the reason why he probably didn't start Gurkha is probably because he assumed that 4 Cossack were going to come. So here he's going to see, though, that 13 Strelette came. Now he's got an idea of what the first shipment was of Russia. He's got the 4 Sour coming, but there are 5
Sepoy
Musketeer. We
showed up. I
see
don't like that shop, but come
Sepoy are not
follow up
coming in
by
at good time.
the
Here it
sword, then
is.
it actually makes it worth it.
Be interesting. I think Russia just
Yes.
needs to back up into these trees, just abuse the pathing, pathing. Decent value out of the Sour here, I'm not going to lie.
A lot of value
Fort's
from
still getting value off.
and the
And
Agrofort's
focusing the
helping up.
Musketeers.
Yeah,
So
the
Tom
Agrofort
must be
doing a very
microing
good
that.
job. The Esrat's
And
gonna go
yeah,
down
Tom
here.
is going to clean this up. This just went awful for Russia right now, in my opinion.
Yes.
He's back out. He's not idling anymore. We see more Sepoy going into queue. Let's see Russia's point of view. Okay, 5 more Musketeer coming out for Russia. He's shipping 4 Cossack. He's getting hunting dogs now. It's a little late. 6 minutes in the game. It's a little too long to my liking.
We do have very
We don't
expensive
see any
batches of
vills in
villagers.
queue. He's not queuing any vills right now. He's stuck on 20 vills
Too
right
many
now. It's
villages
6:15.
against 21.
Cossacks, I don't know how much value he's expecting to get. It's pretty obvious that Tom is not exactly spread out of his base. He's got the aggro. He's kind of turtled up. You're not really going to be able to raid here. There's a lot of line of sight, especially if you can expect a consulate from Ottomans. So I'm not really sure what the Cossack were there for.
And he's
I
actually
think he
going
should have.
out for
I think he
pushing.
should have shipped wood. He
That's
probably should have
insane.
put a second blockhouse down. I think a second blockhouse here would have been huge, and then to use that 700 wood to get the TP line. He doesn't even really need to push anymore.
Because he has a 13 deploy here.
Okay, so
Some of the
we don't
regulars
see
on the
any. We
way.
don't see any Gurkha here. It's just Sepoy. These Cossack are probably not going to get crazy value here. I don't like this at all for him. And that blockhouse is just going down slowly but surely. It is getting damage off. It's killing those Cossack. I
Here
mean,
comes
excuse
the
me, the
Strelats, but the
tower.
Sower is just on top of it. It's one of the worst pop he could have had here.
Yeah, Sepoy are
Very
just better than the
unfortunate for
Ruskets, so they're just gonna
Consensus.
get easily taken out. We see Tom making more. Another 4 batch of Cossack being shipped.
You have 700 wood shipment sent. Now they're going to
Yeah,
melee.
700 wood
This
coming in from Tom. That's gonna give him
it
a
needs to get
consulate, and I'm
away.
gonna assume just market upgrades and other stuff. I mean, he's in a very good position right now.
We are still on 20 villagers now. Finally, we managed to
So
to
no
kill.
13, no Strelette coming out there. I
Oof.
think that's big. He needed 10 Strelette to come out of that blockhouse there to even just clean up some of the.
Yeah, he needs to back out.
I
He
think the
can't
no
fight this.
700 wood really lost him the game here. I think if he had a second Rax, I don't think Tom could have been this aggressive. He would have had to back up. It would have bought him more time. He could have got the TP line. There was just so many things.
I thought Tom was being
And
very bossy here. But yeah, I don't know why just
I
a
really like
single.
what Consensus did here. I just don't like the
Yeah,
late hunting dog. The hunting dog being so late and him confirming it in chat, not having enough resource to get the pops and stuff. It just shows like he needed that eco, the market. Russia can sometimes be tricky with that early H2 macro. It doesn't exactly have as much resource as everyone thinks. Uh, so
yeah,
Tom
having
now
the
has
pop with the
the
Sowars,
full reign here.
the Sowars had so much value, and that gave India the massive edge here. Like it's 2,000 score ahead already, which is insane for a not even 10 minutes game. And he's going for it. He knows that he doesn't have
Yeah,
anything
he's
in his
just
base.
right clicking. This is the push here.
Now he's gonna be actually harassing here. Russia don't idling. There we go.
We see a
We have a
blockhouse
blockhouse
and
though.
base. 10 Strelette coming in. We got 700 coin. I'm not really sure what Consensus is doing here. We got a lot of resources. I can only assume that he feels his only option here is to age and get big shipments out. Tom just playing very standard, just musketeer, very very casual, chilling. It looks very good for him.
So he see
Up
the
there's
extra let's say
Strelette.
moves away.
He's gonna be backing off. He's very alert. He sees exactly what's going on. This is what I'm talking about. This is what Consensus needed to do last game with the Aztec. Here's his Explorer getting that snare in. His Strelatter just gonna connect. Just tanking all this damage. It doesn't even matter. The value that he's.
We do have twice as many units
Yeah, he
here.
does need the kite here though. It is hard with Strelette considering they have basically the same range. So he's
Right.
gonna back up.
Oh, Bismarck,
Oh,
they're gonna
that's a
lose all of them.
blunder. Attack move didn't work there. I already know what that
Yeah,
feels like.
yeah,
I've seen that, done that. It sucks.
yeah. So
I'm going right back to that house.
I want to see the heavy winter. So they have twice. So that's
Okay, so I would have liked to.
16,
Yeah, this is good. This is very good. I'm
16
happy that he's
damage.
got the Charlotte. He needs to be careful now. He just needs to sit back. I'm happy that Consensus is aging up. This is literally his only option here. He has to age. They have great shipments in H3. Great, great, like power creep. Like their units are just way stronger in H3 for Russia. Great cards.
the Strelets having two multipliers against heavy infantry still does not amount to the same amount of damage that Sepoys yield. They've got
Yeah,
25
so
damage in
that's
range.
just standard for anything. If you
Right.
just sit there
I'm
and
just
you fight against
pointing it out.
Musketeer and you don't micro, and you're gonna lose. Like Musketeers just have more HP. Like heavy infantry is just
Even though
tankier.
they have a little bit more range, they have 12 range and they have
Yeah, so it's only
14
two.
range. Yeah, okay,
I know that they
they
get
have
more
12 more
range
range.
later on. I know that that was a treaty change for Strelets that they get like +2, +4 range on Imperial or something like that. But it's irrelevant for now. But
Right. There we go. But they do have 2 more range, which is nice.
so we see him just making pure Strelet here. He seems like he's confident that there's no cav. Tom must have a stable down. He's got Sours out. It's only 8, but that's all that she needs. We see a consulate going where we see more Sour and Q. He's just getting these batches. Tom doesn't even think he needs to age. He's just like confident here that, red coat plus my musketeer and these Sour, and I'm gonna push, and this game is won. I'm just gonna end it.
Okay.
Strelet all by themselves.
Idling town center here.
He's about to hit H3 here. He's got some wood underneath his TC. He probably needs to grab that. That's a shame. A lot more vills idle than need be. Two
Tiger
blockhouses.
Claw.
The blockhouses are too far away. This is a blunder here. They need to be closer to the TC. 2 blockhouses plus TC fire is huge. Especially if he was planning on taking a fight like this. So now we see Tiger Claws coming.
So many sowers. The
Tiger
Tiger Claws
Claws-
on this
Tiger Claws are
moving.
going to eat this up. And this is a lot of Strelet here. He just needs to get to that other side of the wall.
Can he
Make
do
the
it?
gate.
Can he make it though? He can't make a wall in this segment because of the wall wasn't built properly.
No,
It
this
was
is
built
good.
in a rush wall.
It's going to buy him a lot of time, but he knows that he's just wasting time here. He's
It's
going to
probably
call
GG.
it. Respectable move there. I think it was well played by both players.
I agree. It was very unfortunate for Konsensus to having the. I don't think he expected the sowers that early, and that's why he just pushed everything with the only 5 musketeers to defend the early Strelets.
I think he did expect the 4 Sours, just based off of the first. Yeah, because he made 5 musketeer. The only reason why you would do that is to protect from cav. And the only cav India is going to get out early is the 4 Sour shipment. So that's just big brain by him. The blunder was him shipping 4 Cossack instead of 700 wood. There was no reason for him to push. He just needed to sit, double blockhouse, take the TP line, and just sit on the abundance of natural resources he has. Occasionally push in when he has a healthy mass, and he's already got the 2 blockhouses down at the least.
Right.
But I think that push was huge. It was a great game.